it's a good day. Hey, you at work, it's a good day. Hey, you at home, it's a good day. Hey, you feeling strong, it's a good day. Hey, you standing tall, it's a good day. Hey, it's something about them good days. Hey, it's a good day. Hey, if you at school, it's a good day. Hey, you can smile, it's a good day. Hey, it's the afternoon show. Hey, 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 it's a good day. Hey, it's a good day. Hey, hey, it's a good day. Hey, 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 it's a good day. Hey, hey, it's a good day. We winning, we thriving, we growing. Hey, it's a good day. Hey, it's a good day. Hey, and I'm just so grateful. Hey, I'm just so thankful. Hey, fill me up, fill me up. Hey, 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 it's a good day. Hey, hey, it's a good day. Hey, you better smile, it's a good day. Hey, you better dance, it's a good day. Hey, to take a chance, it's a good day. Hey, you better go, it's a good day. Hey, you alive, it's a good day. Hey, it's a good day. Hey, hey, no more pain, it's a good day. Hey, hey, you a good day. Hey, you passed the test, it's a good day. Hey, you did your best, it's a good day. Hey, hey, it's a good day. Hey, you better stretch, it's a good day. We winning, we growing, we thriving. Keep going, you know, you shining. Hey, yeah, it's a good day. Hey, hey, it's a good day. Hey, it's a good day. Hey.
Hey.
Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well and good energy, good spirits, and attracting the life you desire, okay? Because it's your birthright. We're coming through real quick, real brief, real fast. Not going to hold you too long, but I don't know. Spirits that come through with an afternoon message. Someone needs to hear a message today, and so we are here to deliver, okay? Where you guys at? Where you guys from? Hey. What's up, guys? There's a message here. I don't know. I feel like this is really going to help someone. Let's see. Yeah, the Emperor. You could be a man that I'm talking to. Okay. You could be a divine masculine here. Your Majesty. I don't know. You could be a king, right? Maybe people don't realize that you're a king, but you are. Nevertheless, there are definitely some earthly kings that have not been crowned by people, but they've been crowned by divinity. So this could be you, representing authority, power, honorable kind of energy. Number 4 could be significant. You could be an Aries, okay? Fire energy, something about Mars, communication, being able to speak life into people and things. You could be a man that speaks life here. You could be turning gray too, sir. Okay? You could be turning gray here as well, right? But there's something about your I don't know, your authority here. I don't know. You could be really helping a lot of people around you, okay? I don't know. I feel like, someone has control of a situation. Maybe you didn't have control at one point, but you do now. Okay. Yeah, look, 10 of Cups. Yeah, somebody has total control of their emotions for sure. Okay. I also feel like in love, someone's loving on themselves. Like, it's okay to be me. I don't have to change to find love. All I have to do is be me, right? And the right people will love me for who I am. Because I see the 10 of Cups here. Okay. Emotional connections, deep emotional connection. You could be like, connected on very deep levels with people, right? Or you could be craving to connect deeply, with people on a deeper level. 10 is like a number of completion. That's like total bliss, okay? Someone like, I don't know if you're a person that maybe you read novels or books or whatever it is, but something, it takes a lot more to stimulate you than just, touching on your body. It's something about your mind. Your mind could be really elevating here, and it could be really making you emotionally fulfilled. Hmm. This came back out. Apology. Forgiveness, return, sorry. I feel like, there I said this earlier today, the same card just fell out. Apology. Someone wants to apologize or maybe even return, or, someone is wanting forgiveness, and I feel like, they deserve it because, how many times have we made mistakes? Like, imagine if the door was shut on us for all the mistakes that we made. Because, child, I'd have made nobody. So I feel like, be open to forgiveness. And I said this earlier, but I guess that's the energy today. People want to be forgiven. There are some people that are sorry for some of the things they did to you. Some people weren't aware of the plots and scams they were involved in. Some people were truly naive, just like you were at one point, okay? Some people just also didn't know, they really didn't know who you were and how God was using you in people's lives. So some people, they misused you, mistreated you, and some people really are sorry. They look at your growth and development from afar and they admire what you are becoming, right? So allow the energy of forgiveness. You don't have to talk to people, but you can just allow forgiveness to flow. It's an energy. So when you truly forgive in your heart, that energy flows out and people can feel free, because we don't want to box people up, in a corner, because they can feel the energy of us not being able to forgive, and then we call ourselves whatever we call ourselves, right? But if we're true healers, we have to be able to forgive. So I don't know. Spirit has me on that all day. Forgiving.
So I picked these up. I use these cards in real life. When I first started this, I had these cards, and I've had these cards some years now. And they always tell a vivid story. And right now they telling me somebody's story. You got the 6 of Cups, so the cups are out here again. You got the Queen of Cups in reverse to the Hangman. There's a lot of feelings out here, right? It's a lot of feelings. This is an emotional reading. Now, I'm just going to be frank with what I have to say, and I'm going to dig into it. You got to make a decision to come out of your feelings the wrong way. The 6 of Cups to the Queen of Cups in reverse, it's the past. Every time you get to thinking about what happened in the past, it's causing you to go in your feelings the wrong way. Somebody. That's what this is telling me. You remain like you could be doing good, and then you start thinking about the past, and the next thing you know, you in some sort of reversal. Maybe you pick something back up. Maybe you just get angry.
I'm on an emotional roller coaster. Like that.
Yup. Yup. That do sound like that song. Loving you ain't nothing healthy, ain't it?
Loving you ain't nothing healthy.
So somebody, you could really be stuck in your mind about something that you went through in your past. And I really feel like there's somebody who might even be in denial about it. You might, on the outside, Like, it might look like it's good on the outside in your life, but I'm in somebody's business. Like, your thoughts of the past, they causing you to feel a certain type of way in your current situations. And you might be even taking it out on people in your current situation, but it's stimulating from something in your past. And I can see it clearly. It's a thought that you go to. And Hangman is either calling for you to make a decision or somebody already made a decision. But the Hangman is out here, so maybe you made a decision to turn it around, or maybe you needing to make a decision even to come out of this energy where you're in the past and your feelings the wrong way. Somebody. There's so much emotion in the reading. This Six of Cups, Queen of Cups, nothing but emotion. Definitely.
Woke up with dry eyes, my mind.
I was about to say that emotional roller coaster. Yeah.
He was pacing. Lord help me, please tell
Somebody
me
pump
what
faking
happened.
too. Like on the surface, you might be really trying to hold it together real good and look like everything is okay. But somebody, you definitely on that emotional roller coaster on the inside. So you gotta make a decision.
Forget, don't freak out in calmness. Okay? Don't freak out. Be calm. There could be a situation that comes up. You know, it's crazy. I was just talking about fear. You know, there could be something that comes up that tries to cause fear. Don't freak out. Okay? Be calm in a situation because you're protected. You know, anything trying to cause you fear knows that you're protected, so it tries to get you out of your protection by getting you to fear. False expectations appear real, right? So, therefore, calmness. Don't freak out about a situation. There could even be something that happens, right? And I feel like this time your response is important because there could be a situation that comes up and your response is going to show how much you have grown. You know, will you, go the other way this time? Will you turn up? You know, will you fight this fight? Is this one worth it? You know, I feel like, calmness. There's something that could come up and try to get you out of, being calm. And remember, anything that is chaos and confusion is not godly. It's not high vibrational, right? God is not a God of confusion or chaos, right? So don't freak out. Calmness here. And then let's see. We got the Chariot. Something's coming towards you, victory and success. I don't know, you could be really pulling yourself together in alignment, your dark and light side. Okay? You could have two dogs or something. You could have two large dogs. Okay? You know, when the Chariot is coming, that's victory and success. Ain't no losing. When the Chariot comes, that means, there's a reason the Chariot is coming. Right? It has a duty, a purpose to serve, and it always wins victory and success. I don't know. I feel like, something could be coming towards you. Yeah, judgment. Judgment is when you have to look at everything. Everything is being accountability. Judgment is accountability, right? So I don't know. Somebody could be running into accountability with the judgment card here. Somebody could be being tested. I'm really seeing like, what are you going to do this time when a situation comes up? Are you going to give up? Are you going to, make the right choice, the right decision? How much have we truly grown from a situation? I feel like you'll be surprised, actually. You'll be shocked at even yourself, when you see how much you have grown from a situation by your response to things. Pay attention to yourself, When you see yourself doing things that are opposite of your old way, then, be proud. Because I feel like people are not giving themselves enough credit for, how far they've come.
222 across the board.
Hey.
222. I'm in the same old bag over here. The cup's back out. So this is telling the emotional story. I really feel like I'm only in a few people energy. This may not be resonating with everybody, but yeah. Spirit want to help somebody. So if you in an emotional place right now and you're struggling with it, this is most likely for you. You got the Knight of Cups, to the Ace of Cups and reverse to the Eight of Pentacles. Now, I feel kind of sad about this because this is telling me like somebody you might have missed, you might have fumbled somebody that was good along the way, right? Um, it could be a reminder, like, and we go through that in life. Let's not pretend like we don't. Like, this Knight of Cups was a valiant energy, right? And I feel like I'm speaking to a feminine, quite possibly, and I believe that somewhere along the line, your heart turned cold. You know, you went, maybe you fumbled in a relationship, and I don't know, maybe your heart, you weren't, maybe you weren't emotionally available. I'm saying, but whatever the case may be, it's different for you now. I feel like you learn from it because now you're in the Eight of Pentacles, which is a place where Eight of Pentacles is a card of self-mastery or a card of looking deep within and really truly working on oneself. And I feel like you went through an ordeal where you might have mishandled somebody's trust, and you might have dropped the ball with somebody that was good, and you could have paid the price for it. I feel like this Eight of Pentacles, somebody you even could have went on you could have done an ayahuasca trip. Like somebody could, you could have, I feel like somebody done something spiritual. Not everybody, but somebody, you went to a spiritual place and your Eight of Pentacles. Maybe you found some type of enlightenment. Like, you even have shrooms on the card. So it could be, DMT, I don't know. The letters B, G, and C could be significant. But yeah, I just feel like definitely a speaker, somebody you good with your word. But nevertheless, I feel like, yeah, you went through it and you learned from it. So I wouldn't stay there too long. Like, I think that we all drop the ball with somebody. We all go wrong and go left somewhere along the line. Like, nobody's perfect. So I feel like, stay in the Eight of Pentacles where you working on yourself. Forgiving yourself. Thank you. Big. Big Eight of Pentacles. Big with the self-forgiving of oneself, right? Because that's the major obstacle. Can you forgive yourself for some of the things you've done? A lot of people can't.
I got the Hangman. Somebody could be going through a spiritual awakening. Okay. You could be feeling like you're stuck in a position, but when the Hangman is there, that's really a time to evaluate things. In my opinion, I feel like sometimes we get stuck in a position so that, we're not hurt, so that we don't make the incorrect move, so we have time to think. Sometimes we just get stuck in a situation because we're going through a cycle. Sometimes we're stuck in a situation because we just won't learn the lesson. Whatever it is, the Hangman is here, and then you have the Ten of Swords. So I don't know. I feel like, this could be a major transformation here for someone. You could be feeling like, you've been stuck in a place for a while, but I feel like while you've been in this place, you've been learning, you've been growing. Something about follow your gut. It is more than just a feeling. Be real with people and focus on meaningful relationships. Remember, you must also bring value to the table. Treat others with respect or else karma will bite your ass. Okay? So, I don't know. I feel like with the gratitude here, there's something going on that, you could be making you feel one way when you should really be showing gratitude. You know how sometimes sometimes we get into these places where we think like we do as humans, sometimes we feel like we deserve this and we deserve that. We feel like, why don't I have this or why don't I have that? We get into these energies where it separates us from gratitude, and I feel like someone needs to remember gratitude in this energy. Someone needs to remember that you were taken out of a situation that tried to end you. There could have been like a lot of things that happened, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of things were ended to save you, and I feel like somebody's forgotten this, And gratitude can really remind you of all the things that you've already overcome. Okay. There's something that you really need to follow your gut on. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I just keep feeling like somebody's looking at something incorrectly. And on the hangman, he's upside down. So his perception is going to be different than the rest of us because he's upside down. So he's going to see things totally different. And I feel like someone's not seeing something clearly. Okay. Someone may not even understand what to show gratitude for, but I can tell you, you ever had to sleep in your car or something like that? So if you had somewhere warm right now, somewhere heated, you could start there by just being grateful. Now, I may not have everything I want in this home or whatever, but I'm grateful for it. Things like that. Because I feel like sometimes we forget what happened to us, and we forget that gratitude, and that's when things come in and sneak us and try to end us again.
Hmm. So I got the Nine of Pentacles to the Strength in reverse, Two of Pentacles. I could easily be speaking to an earth sign, right? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, right? Now, the Nine of Pentacles to the Two of Pentacles, Strength in reverse, is telling me that you you have security, all right? You have security. The Nine of Pentacles it's a foundation with spirit as well. You might not have a title. I always say this about the Nine of Pentacles. You might not have a title, but you have a spiritual ranking and or an authority, right? And the Two of Pentacles is you juggling, and the Strength in reverse is you needing to rest. Simply, that's basically just what this reading is telling me. You juggling in your Nine of Pentacles, and it's draining your strength. So you need to get rest or not try to take on so much. Because with this juggling, maybe you biting off a lot more than you can chew in certain aspects. Maybe you're a person that say yes when everything within you is telling you to say no. So you might have to work on that. Because I used to be like that too. Like, you quick to say yes, and then 2 minutes after you say yes, you really feel like, man, I don't know how I'm going to pull this off. I don't even know why I said yes, right? That could be you. It could be causing you to juggle, just taking on too much. And also, the Nine of Pentacles is a security, but it's not something that's meant for everybody. Like meaning like when God restore you and put you in a position where you safe, and you moving in your Nine of Pentacles. Sometimes there's only enough room for what God has assigned to you. Meaning like you can't bring just any old thing into your Nine of Pentacles, or it causes you to juggle. It causes things to go out. It causes things to come in. It causes your strength to go in reverse. One of the biggest things is trying to get people to see things your way. That can cause you to lose a lot of strength within itself. You're trying to get people in your world to see how you see, but they haven't seen they haven't witnessed what you have, so they can't see exactly what you see. And that take a lot sometimes, especially when God is showing you so much. You become this person and you're so expressive. But the truth of the matter is, no matter how much God give it to you, some things you just can't give to other people. They not designed to accept it. They not going to feel. They not going to relate. They were not there with you when you saw whatever you saw. They wasn't there with you. But God gonna give you some people. So just stop trying to, stop trying to change people. Is all I'm gonna say. Like somebody, like you only can change you. You can't change them. Just do you, be you. If you be you for real and leave people alone, people are like, for real, like your opinion, take your opinion away from them, just leave them alone. People who really genuinely see you, they understand your energy, boom. Because when we try and get people to do what we want them to do, you opening yourself up for criticism and ridicule. who they think they is. Ain't nobody trying to do what they trying to do.
There could be someone fighting Five of Swords here. I feel like somebody could be trying to control somebody mentally, really. You know, I feel like there's a person, I've seen a person, and I'm seeing a person sitting in a corner and they're just praying and, you know, hoping and wishing and manifesting, Lord, please get me in a better situation. You know, I don't know if I don't know if you feel like you're being attacked by a group, or I don't know if you just feel defenseless or something like this. But compassion. You're asked to be kinder to yourself right here in this energy. It's time to give yourself a break and saying, you know, if a person is constantly mentally, physically, and emotionally abusing you, at some point you have to choose yourself. Okay? A person that is doing this to you typically is not going to they don't care that they're doing it. You know, a lot of people are broken themselves. A lot of people hurt people because they are hurt people. And so at some point you have to choose yourself. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, you could be hoping for something, but you can hope for a thing, but you also have to move and take some kind of action, you know, whether it be slipping a comment that you need help, you know, whether it be whatever it is, you know, at some point you have to be willing to get up and move. And I feel like, you know, somebody could be just sitting in a corner hoping for something but not really taking any action. Is it because you truly don't want to move? Do you feel like you do deserve to be treated like this? I really don't know. You know, I really don't know, but I would say that, you know, at some point, you know, you have to be kind to yourself. You know, you have to understand that you are better than this. And, you know, I feel like this energy is very exhausting and very much a waste of your time. You know, if something is constantly killing your spirit, it's taking the life out of you. And, you know, our time is very precious. It's more precious than money. And if somebody is constantly wasting your time or devaluing your time, you know, or, you know, you're constantly in a situation that has you in high stress and anxiety, you know, you need to evaluate life. You know, that's not living. Okay, so.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm talking to the same person, right? So I'm gonna just give you some advice. I'm gonna tell you what's out here. I got the Queen of Wands, she's in reverse. But you got the Ten of Pentacles to the Four of Swords in reverse. So this is basically somebody you turning away from what's there for you. Like the Ten of Pentacles is like ancestral inheritance, ancestral wealth, um, sound mind, health, abundance, even riches. But the Queen of Wands to the Four of Swords, it's like being unrested. And I just feel like somebody is in a very uncomfortable situation. And I feel like it's causing you to be in reverse. It's causing you to not get rest. And it's also causing you to even like miss who you are in a sense. Because the Ten of Pentacles is upright. Like that's everything there. So why would the Queen of Wands be in reverse in the Four of Swords? It's only two things. You're not getting proper rest, and you're literally turning away from what's there for you. Maybe you don't believe in a lot of things, right? The Queen of Wands is very magical. A fire sign energy. You know, so I don't know. Like my wife said, you might need to reevaluate what, even yourself, right? Because let's not let us off the hook. You could be in a good situation and you might not like that. Is, you know how sometimes you in situations that's really making you better, but you just don't like it, right? You just can't take, and sometimes God got you right there for a reason. Sometimes we need those situations that's not gonna let us win. You understand? Because sometimes that's what we in. We in the energy of, we in reverse, and that could be right here. Like, I really just feel like somebody, you might be in a situation where you need to sit your ass down.
You know, I
Like,
had a family
like
member that's
literally.
20 tell me they want to be somewhere that has structure.
Like, yeah, like I think it's a time like for somebody because you just might not like where you at because it's forcing you into the higher version of yourself. Maybe you even with somebody who mirror back to you the shit that's wrong with you, or you might be in a situation that's causing you to just have to grow. And them situations not always comfortable.
It can be frustrating.
Man, sometimes you like, man, I want to do what I want to do. But God like, look, I'm trying to, listen, dummy, I'm trying to get you to be the best version of you that you can be. So this could be you kicking against the pricks. You know? Four swords in reverse. That's the sit your ass down card. Like, because you all over the place with the four swords in reverse, right? Very uncomfortable, right? So stop running away from your abundance and your inheritance, right? And you gotta look at things, begin to look at the bigger picture, honestly. And I'm gonna leave this right here. Queen of Wands in reverse. Look at your life right now. Ask yourself what's good for you and what's not. And be honest. And be honest about what you want that's not good for you. Right? Start there. What do I want? It could be chocolate. It could be something lustful. It could be anything, right? But it may be something that you want that the universe is not allowing you to have, and you could be throwing a secret temper tantrum inside because you want it. Now you gotta ask yourself, is it worth all that? Is it worth it? Or is it because you remember you surrounded by 10 pentacles? So I feel like, this is a matter where you gotta sit down and be real with yourself. And if it is somebody that's causing you to be like that and they really not good for you, then you got to find a way to get away from that too.
Yeah. And I know that's real because I remember at the beginning of the month, I had told the collective we should write a list of pros and cons about things in our lives. And, I wonder how many people actually did that because, it's very good advice. And I think, if you didn't, my husband gave it to you again, start weighing out the pros and cons of situations and things in your life. Is it really worth it? Because I'm going to tell you, every battle is not even worth fighting. Some things are not even worth your gold. Your energy is like gold. It's currency, right? So it's not even worth your energy. And we got slow down. I'm going to just give you my last two and then I'm out of here. I got slow down and understanding. Okay? Slow down. It's crazy. Life moves so fast. That's why we're always tired. There's always something to do, So sometimes you have to literally slow yourself down, right? To find that calm space, to find that time, that moment for self, to find that understanding, because we have understanding here as well, slow down and be able to understand. Sometimes we move so fast, we only, I know me, like, I'm gonna talk about me right now. Sometimes I move so fast, right? I'm gonna tell y'all how fast I move. Somebody can say something to me, and sometimes I move so fast, as soon as they say something, I'm like, what? And then I'm like, hold up, did you even comprehend what they said? Right? And then I'm like, wait a minute, slow down. Okay, wait a minute, let me understand and break down what they're talking about. Because automatically, my mind could have heard it wrong. You know how we get in those energies where you're just like, what? What was said? Slow down, right? Be able to hear what was actually said, right? Because you could be even attacking people, you could be shutting people down, not wanting to hear things because, sometimes we just move fast. And I'm just speaking about me, and maybe it resonates with you too. Right?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. This soul deck of mine, yeah, I bought 2 more out. Right. This soul deck of mine, I ain't gonna lie, I use this in real life. I use this in real life. The devil in reverse to the 9 of swords. Woman, where art thou accusers? That's what this energy is. You nervous about things that ain't even hunting you down. You worried about a spell that you already free from. Cause see, look, the devil is in reverse, but you still in the 9 of swords. Somebody you literally worried about nothing. You could be worried about something that's already been defeated.
Okay.
Like, honestly, look, the devil in reverse, but you in the nine of swords. That's like that lady when Jesus had to tell her, get up out the ground. Like, ain't nobody's accusing you of anything, right? So somebody, you got to get out of your head about all of that.
Yeah.
Like, that was last year energy. By now, if you don't know how to get a spell off you and what's going on around you and all of that, stop letting people make you relive that energy over and over again. Like, them times is over. We not running around nervous. We put the demon on the run again.
We got the demon on the run again.
Right?
Okay.
All right, y'all. We're going to tap out of here.
So,
I'll probably tap back on in a few.
Yeah. Pray catch you guys later this evening. God bless you guys. Just want to come through with a quick message. That energy was very deep. Take care of yourself. Make sure you hit the bell notification, thumbs up, so that you're notified when we go live.
That's right.
Oh.